Guru Nation, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. And while we're at it, if you're going to comment, if you have nothing to comment, just put a robot emoji because that signifies that we are playing the algorithm game and we are better than the algorithms because we're going to shatter the algorithms. Because we need more awareness in research. Somebody sent me a question on Instagram. Everybody can go do that. Dan Sfera is my username. You can see it underneath here under the video description. Just wondering if you know, for industry standards, do you think it's acceptable to consider yourself a CRA level 1 after 1 year experience, CRA level 2 with 2 years, and senior level after 3+ years? Also, does it help to have a doctorate degree when getting promoted or accepting contract roles? Thank you. I'm going to unpack this. My answer was, this is my short answer, then I'm going to unpack it a little. My answer was, I think for contract roles, it may help. Not sure the levels, as they vary per company. A good generic one is a senior CRA. So this is the thing about being a contract CRA. Like, first of all, these levels, they started at CROs, and every CRO has different requirements for what level you make, like CRA 1, CRA 2, CRA 3. There's some places that don't even have those levels. It's just junior, senior, and regular CRA. And when you throw in the sponsors into this, it's a whole bunch of other stuff as well. Some CRAs, they do everything CRAs do. They're not even called CRAs. They're called like random things like clinical trial administrator, clinical research monitor. I mean, it doesn't, like, these levels only mean something at a specific company. So if you're a contract CRA and you've been in the industry for, I would say, 2 years or more, I mean, you can start putting CRA, of course, contract CRA, but at some point, I mean, your title may have been senior CRA. For example, in my case, I was a senior CRA with only 1 year of monitoring experience. Because why? Because I actually started my own CRO and we got an investigator initiated trial for a breast cancer study, which we're still doing for my CRA Academy, by the way. And by the way, I can't talk too much about it, but the science behind that one's looking somewhat promising. So anyways, the sponsor wanted to know my title, and I put senior CRA on there because we didn't have any other senior CRAs. It was me and Chris, and then a bunch of interns underneath us, which were the junior CRAs or the quality assurance specialists. So I was senior CRA. So then I put that on my resume, and when I started getting contract gigs here and there, I only take a few contract gigs, it's senior CRA on my resume. Now, when and by the way, I use that resume also for my site, because as you know, I'm starting a site and I'm going to start from the ground level as a coordinator. I'm a senior clinical research coordinator. I've been working at sites for 15 years, but I've never, like, been given that title by anyone. But at the companies where I'm at, you can look on the website, Yuma Clinical Trials. I'm the lead coordinator. So that goes on my resume too for my site. Uh, so it really doesn't matter. If you're a contract CRA, you put whatever title you have done, right? And I wouldn't just make up numbers because those things don't make any sense to people outside of specific organizations. But senior CRA is good if that's what you are, and you decide when that is. I wouldn't put senior CRA when you don't know anything about monitoring. That's gonna come out. That's gonna be obvious in the interview. That's the main problem. Is people do these interviews and they put like these crazy titles on their resumes, and then they get asked questions like scenario questions, and they don't know how to answer it. And they're like, okay, well, how are you a senior CRA? You don't know, you've never experienced like a temperature excursion, or you never experienced the site continuing on a study without getting the continuing IRB approval, or how do you deal with deviations, and you don't know the first thing about that. So be careful with what you put. Okay, CRA, contract CRA is good enough. If a sponsor or a CRO needs a contract CRA, they don't care if you're CRA 1, 2, 3, or senior or junior. They want CRAs right now. That's the important thing. So as far as those designations, I mean, I know they're important at the CROs. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. I've never worked at a big CRO, but from all the people I talk to, that's how they give those numbers out. But then those numbers may not mean anything at another company, right? So it's very confusing. CRA is CRA. Quality assurance is even CRA. Quality control is even CRA. It's job titles don't matter. Responsibilities matter. And I guess I'll end it on that. Thank you, Guru Nation. Talk to you later. Bye bye.